All right. What's going on, guys? Hope y'all had a good day of trading. I actually had a pretty decent day of trading. I was able to get three more accounts passed, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting on those accounts probably next week. Get those next week, and then I'm working on passing two more right now. So working on those as well. Hopefully, I'll get those next week too. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, want to get to this analysis of Tesla. That's what y'all are here for. And so I know it's been a while, so just want to get on here and kind of briefly just go over what I feel is going to happen with our stock Tesla. All right. Before that, though, I want to talk about the market in general. I think it's good for us to get a general idea of what's going on in the market, and then we can kind of go to Tesla, and then that might give us some more information on where Tesla may be going in the coming, I guess, days, right? So I have SPX pulled up, and I'm on the daily chart because I found something on the daily chart I think is very important for us to take a look at. So I have this channel here. You see these red lines, they're kind of outlining the channel. Excuse my chart. I know it's kind of busy. I got a lot of stuff on it. This is kind of how I need to see it right now. I guess maybe later on I probably can, do these analysis with less stuff on it. But right now this is what kind of helps me to kind of figure out where I think things are going. So with this channel, guys, you can see that let me get a tool going. You can see we actually touched, follow my cursor if you can, we touched the bottom of this channel, about 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. We touched the bottom, which just so happened to connect with this red line here is a 200 SMA. So we kind of bounced off that SMA as well as the bottom of that channel, and we moved up. And then we moved up. There is another little channel here, a little mini channel that I drew. I'm gonna delete that. But yeah, you see it here with these red lines. So we went back into this little mini channel, and then we touched the top of this mini channel, as you can see, and we bounced down. So as of today, where are we? And if I zoom in just a little bit more, you can see we closed outside of this little mini channel. Not only that, but this yellow line and this blue line here, these are my 45 and my 80 MAs, right? They crossed up and then crossed right back down. We closed out of this mini channel. And to me, guys, this is kind of telling me that we are possibly still going to go down some. We still have some room to go. I have this little red rectangle drawn here because I feel like this is the area that we need to hold. I at least think we can probably drop down and retest the bottom of this channel at least, and maybe even this 200 SMA. So I think we could possibly come back there, retest, and then bounce back up. But if we don't, we definitely need to hold this area in this rectangle, in this red rectangle. We need to hold that area. If we cannot hold that area, I think we will go back into this bigger channel, which was our bear market channel. I'm zooming out a little bit. You can see the big trend line. This was my macro trend line I have drawn for a while now, right? So we gotta hold that, and if we can hold that, we will continue going up. But if we don't, we will fall right back into this channel, and it's not really good, not looking too good for us. So don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to see. But I do want to say something else, right? So I was looking at this a little bit earlier today, and I started to think like, man, I don't really like this, right? So I thought, well, I still think that this piece here, and I'm drawing a circle around it, this piece here is a pullback, right? On older videos, I talked about this. I said that we saw the bottom down here. And so far, I've been right about that. This has been the bottom. But one thing I don't really like is this. This is a pullback. However, this is a downtrend. And if you know anything about downtrends and, patterns that can form, there's this little pattern that forms called the bear flag, right? And I was looking at this and I'm like, I wonder if this piece right here is a bear flag, right? And if this is a bear flag, that would mean that we will definitely see lower, guys. And so obviously we don't want that to happen, don't need that to happen, but that's definitely a possibility. That's why it's definitely important for us to hold this area here, and not only hold, but we need to push up and we need to get up past this little diagonal line here. If we can get past that diagonal line, this to me will tell me that this is not a bear flag and that we are definitely heading up higher. Now here's another scenario. Once we get up here, and this is like way in the future, this is probably like maybe end of the year, or this is probably at least second half of the year, right? We get up here. Let's say we get up here. This could be what? A double top. If we don't continue going up, we will find ourselves at a situation where we are in a double top, and which means that we will drop from here and drop and drop and drop and come all the way down here. So there are quite a few scenarios for the bears here in this market still. I have been saying that we are in a bull market, but I don't want to say that maybe I've been speaking too soon, but it's possible that I've been speaking that I spoke too soon. It's still not evident yet. Like I'm saying that there's a chance that I might have spoke too soon, but there's also a chance that I didn't, and we'll see. We'll know that later once we can kind of hold this area here, continue back up to the top of this channel, ultimately breaking through this channel. Then we're good to go. We might get another pullback or something like that. And then we'll ultimately end up here. And then once we get up here, we have to see what's going to happen. If we can break through, we'll be good. Now, how does this affect Tesla? How does this affect Tesla? Well, let's take a look. We'll go to Tesla and we will check out the price action and what is happening now. So for Tesla, let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so what we have here, guys, and what I believe what we have here is more. That would mean that we have more room to the downside for Tesla, because like I said, we have more room to the downside in the market in general. And if you can just kind of look at this thing, man, on a daily perspective. You look at this, my yellow line is the ADMA, blue line is 45. The curvature of this is looking like we're definitely trying to cross, right? So I think we will actually cross this 8 and this 45 will cross. We have a big level of support at 180. So we have to kind of hold 180 in order to continue going back up, which is not impossible. So, we may have a little bit more downside, maybe to 180, and then we bounce. However, I think there is a possibility that we can possibly break through this 45, break through 180, and we head all the way down to fill the gap here at about 145 to 150-ish area, something like that. So I think there's a possibility we could definitely fill this gap here before going back up. So I think there's two scenarios here. I think if we don't hold 180, we continue down to fill the gap. If we do hold 180, we will continue up. So what do I think is going to happen? I at least think we're going to get back down to 180, and then we'll just have to see what's going to happen at 180. If we break through, then you guys know we're going to fill the gap. So that's what I kind of foresee coming. Basically, I do foresee more downside. To be honest, if I had to choose between these options, right, I would probably say that we are going to fill that gap. And so, that's my opinion. Could be wrong. We'll find out in a few days on that. That is kind of what I'm rolling with. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you made it all to the end, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Till next time. Peace.